Hey guys, Mustang here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so yesterday I did a video where we showed off the Future Saga category team using both the new LR Vegito and the new Super Saiyan Trunks and Mai card. We took them into Super Battle Road and it was pretty good. The Trunks and Mai card was super impressive in that event. And I know some people did mention it in the comments, but obviously I already had it planned to do a movie heroes team and use the new LR Gogeta and the new Bardock and Gine card. Now, unfortunately, of course, there is no movie heroes Super Battle Road stage, not yet. I imagine after we finally get Extreme Super Battle Road, I imagine the next lot of Super Battle Road stages will probably be more categories, but we'll have to wait and see. So really the only way to run movie heroes on Super Battle Road is to do the super stage, which is not particularly great, and of course you have to bring a unit of each color typing. So instead I just wanted to show off the movie heroes team that I have been running since these units dropped. A few people obviously must have pulled the AGL Gogeta, so there's been a couple of leaders knocking around for him. And yeah, I think this is a pretty fun team because we got the Bardock and Gine. They are just floating on this particular build of the team. But of course we are going to get to see their active skill at some point, as well as the fact that we do meet some of the requirements for their passive, because obviously they are the counter card to the Trunks and Mai on the Gogeta banner. So just like the Trunks and Mai card, they have a very long passive with a whole bunch of numbers on it. Which I will bring up in a moment because we should have them on the next rotation. We can't get their full passive to activate like we did for Trunks and Mai against the Goku Black and Zamasu stage on Super Battle Road, because we can't fight a Frieza enemy. There's very few events in the game where we can fight a Frieza enemy that I actually wanted to take on, but let's have a look here. So finally we got some Gine representation in Dokkan for the first time ever. So these guys are of course a movie heroes sub-leader. So they get attack and defense 100%, ki +3 plus an additional 100% when there is an ally whose name includes Goku on the team. So we've got the Spirit Bomb absorbed or Gumku for that bonus. Then they get an additional 100% attack when there is a movie boss's enemy, and then 3 ki and 100% and guaranteed crits when facing an enemy whose name includes Frieza. So if they do ever bring out a legendary Frieza event, it'll be definitely interesting to use these guys. And then their active skill is basically like Bipan, where it gives an attack buff to all allies, and whilst it's a smaller buff than Bipan, it actually lasts for 2 turns, which Bipan is only the 1. So you get to activate their active skill, give everybody on that turn a buff, and then the buff stays active into the next turn, which is super useful on events like this, because obviously even if we take out the person that we're fighting with that buff on the turn that we use it, we go into the next turn with a fresh enemy and the buff is still active. So but yeah, this team works out really well. Obviously, we got the 2 Gogetas together, so they link incredibly well. Gobros, I've talked about before, are probably one of my favourite units in the game. And this combination works kind of well, because obviously the Gobros don't have a ton of links. So if we see what we're getting here, it's really only like Super Saiyan. Does Goku even have Fierce Battle? I think he does, yeah. So we got some decent enough attack links, but obviously because the Gobros lack key links, it's often hard to link them with other LRs super effectively. But because Goku changes orbs and gets bonus ki from picking up rainbow orbs, as you can see here, we had no trouble getting his 18 ki super. And then the Gobros, of course, as they build up their passive, they give themselves more ki anyway, so they're kind of self-sufficient. So it's normally the partner that you would pair them with that can suffer depending on the pairing. So because this Super Saiyan Goku can be pretty self-sufficient himself thanks to the rainbow orbs, they actually make a very good rotation together. And of course the Goku being on the team fulfills that requirement for the Bardock and Gine passive. So as you can see, this team incredibly powerful. It's not going to be too difficult to go through this event, but of course I like doing these longer style events even if they are a little bit easier, because with the newer units, that's the whole point. We want to see this, we want to see Gogeta transform, Then we want to see the active skill. We want to see all that good stuff in one video. So, oh, we had the triple Gogeta rotation. Okay, let's go. So, all Gogeta blue all the time on this rotation. So, I mean, yeah, I guess it makes sense to leave you in the middle. Call that key. So we'll give these to you. I guess we might as well just grab those. And then you can grab this. So, yeah, this is going to be a very strong rotation. Especially because we have type advantage over 17. And all the Gogetas are about to let loose here. It's basically a short recap of the movie in the these upcoming animations. Because we're going to get one super off, additional normal attack, and then... yeah, STR Gogeta, 2.5 mil. Bear in mind, of course, my Gogeta is 55%. He has no dupes. I've given up with the summons now. I'm saving any of the last sale stones that I haven't picked up for the LR banner that's going to come in part 2. Because Gogeta's banner is just so bad for me. So, like, every single time... I did that summon video with the homie Goresh. And... every single multi that was giving me like a guaranteed featured and then it not being Gogeta, like they were all just units that I don't need. I have every single featured unit on his banner Rainbow apart from him and of course the new Bardock and Gine. I do have one dupe in them, so they are 69% for me. We do need to lose some health in order to use their active skill though, so I think the hit that we took just now is going to help out. We are... I don't know how close to the Dokkan attack we are. We're getting pretty close. I wonder if we can get their active skill by the time we get to the end. That's the thing. With the even with the Android stage, which is obviously the first 2 Infinite Dragon Ball History stages are definitely the easiest to. But once we get to like the cells, we definitely do start taking a reasonable amount of damage. And they tank really well. So double digits without any support. Very, very good. Should we use the active skill now? See, I feel like I should save it, but at the same time, I want to see it all the time, so I'm just going to do it. It's just so good. Oh yeah, you know, just 3 million damage. See you later, 16. Because that's the other thing as well, like, we've seen it in some previous videos, depending on how the animations, the rotations work out, like, you can only use the active skill when the enemy has a certain amount of HP left, so we don't want to get stuck into a situation where we keep going into the fight against a fresh enemy with Gogeta on the rotation. So when the opportunity comes up to do the active skill, I'm quite happy to just go ahead and get it done. So, but yeah, we're going to get the Dokkan attack potentially next turn, which will give us a full heal. Ideally, I would quite love to use the Dokkan attack on a turn where we actually get to do the Bardock and Gine active skill, just to see how much damage that will do. But the Gobro is just going to go ahead and absolutely destroy this AGL first form cell over here. So Bardock and Gine not really done a whole lot in this run so far, but here we go. This is what we wanted to see. So we got their active skill, and then we've got double Gogeta. So obviously LR Gogeta are going to get a huge benefit from this. The only thing that is a little bit of a letdown is the fact that the Trunks and my cards have these active skills, but they don't have like voice lines, which would have just made them even more cool. But let us go ahead here. I've messed up horribly. 1 second. Right, I don't normally cut and like come back, like quit out of the game, but we are definitely going to get the active skill. We're definitely going to get the Dokkan attack this turn. So obviously, I want to go ahead and put Gogeta in the first slot, the LR, not the TUR, because I want to see the kind of... I know he's only 55%, but I want to see him get the Dokkan attack. So let's see if we can hit on these nose. Yeah, he's got a 3.6 million attack stat. And he is a 55% unit, and there is no support unit on the rotation. That's just from the buff from Bardock and Gine's active skill. So this should do some pretty decent damage, to say the least. Plus, his 18 key super attack animation is just so good. I love it. 4.6 million damage. Okay. And then we do a little additional there. That brings the total up to 5 million from the LR Gogeta. And then, of course, Blue Gogeta gets a guaranteed crit here. So, damn, almost 2.1 mil. And then gets the additional normal attack, which, of course, is also a guaranteed crit. So that is GG for Cell. So now we go on to the next turn. And, yeah, that means that the active skill effect is still active. So, if we put the Gobros in the front, of course he ruined the setup by locking the rotation, so we can't get the 18 key super with them, but that's fine. Give you those. And then we have the 40% support Gohan here as well. So, I mean, even only getting their 12 key super, the Gobros should hit a pretty ridiculous number here thanks to that Bardock and Gine active skill. Yeah, 4.8 million on a 12 key super. That's pretty obscene, I'm not going to lie. Come on, give me an additional. Oh, no, he's going to super me instead. Okay. I don't think they're built up quite enough. Well, Gohan's here. How much is this going to do? Yeah, 98k. That's actually not too bad. And then, wow, 5 million for the Spirit Bomb absorbed Goku. Mine has one dupe. And, like, the Gobros are rainbow. So, pretty crazy. Obviously, this was his 18 key compared to their 12. And they get the built-in additionals and all that. But, yeah. Hitting some pretty good numbers with these units, thanks to Papa and Mama Goku over here with that active skill. So they'll be a very good unit. I can't wait for there to be a Movie Heroes Super Battle Road. Obviously, you know, your boy is all about that Super Battle Road, so I want more of it as soon as possible. But let's go ahead and do this, and then actually let's just grab those so you can get those. Normally I wouldn't break the rotation like this, but I feel like the first attack is probably just going to be the last, so obviously we want to use LR Gogeta as much as possible. See, even without the support and without the active skill buff, it's got 3.2 million attack stat. Pretty good for a unit that does not have any dupes. So, let's go into the final stage here. Let's have a look at their stats, because obviously bear in mind they are 69%. They got 100,000 defense. I mean, that's really not bad at all, because obviously their attack is what they get the extra buffs to when you're facing a movie boss's enemy and then a Frieza enemy respectively. So I'm very much I might have to do, I mean, obviously this isn't going to be the last time I ever use them, but we'll definitely have to use them in some kind of event against a Frieza. It's just like jumping into something like the tech transforming Frieza Dokkan event or something, where he's a movie boss like pretty much all the way through. Like, that event's just so easy. We pretty much would one turn it like almost all the way through if we brought a Movie Heroes team. So I wanted to show these guys off here. This, I guess the active skill is kind of like their main utility. It's like B-Pan. Like, the reason you bring them on the team is for the active skill. Now, obviously, in the right circumstances, with like the movie boss enemy or fighting Frieza, they are going to get a massive buff. I mean, 1.6 million attack stat is really not bad, considering they have one dupe, and yeah, we're only getting their base buff and then the extra 100% for having a Goku on the team. So it's actually pretty good. Okay, the rotations have been locked. I'd rather not die here, since Gohan has to be stuck in the front. So I will go ahead and use an item. I don't normally go all the way through the event, but it hasn't exactly taken very long. So let's go ahead and, I assume, finish off Cell this turn. But let's see. Yeah, see, even with the Princess Snake active, that movie support Gohan taking quite a lot of damage. I think I only have one, maybe two dupes in him. I'm fairly sure he's not Rainbow. He was a unit that I didn't pull for quite a while, because obviously he came out when the Gobros came out. And I did pull them and not him, and it was quite a while until I actually pulled a copy of him. So pretty decent damage from Gogeta here, and now guaranteed crit. We're probably not going to finish him off here. So it looks like it will be down to the Go Bros to finish the job. Unless we get additional super from Gogeta? No. And we're going to get super attacked, so no dodge. Okay, good. Princess Snake definitely helping us out in that turn. Oh, well. Okay, well, if there was ever a way we were going to end this one.
Use every ounce of power you've got in you. Kamehame!
Come on, let's go. Finish him off right here. Yeah, 2.2 mil. Gotta love it. So, there you go. Obviously, Bardock and Gine not really doing as much as the Trunks and Mai did in their video. But, of course, like I said, one of the main reasons you will use them is for the active skill. But what's nice is, unlike B-Pan, who she can kind of tank as long as her passive actually activates. She doesn't really do a lot of damage. Whereas we saw them getting a pretty decent attack stat and tanking reasonably well as well. So they definitely are a good addition to the movie heroes team. I might try running them on the low class warriors team actually though, with the AGL Bardock lead. That'd be pretty cool because obviously there are a couple of base Gokus and the original Dragon Ball, like the Int Kid Goku is on that category, and he's a really solid unit, so he would fulfill that part of their passive as well. So I might try that out for a video coming up soon as well. But let me know what you guys think down below. Did you pull the Bardock and Gine? How have you been using them so far? And yeah, just yet another good solid team that the new units fit into. So obviously these anniversary LRs are just fantastic units. So anyway, that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow me on Twitch or join my Discord. The link is in the description below. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.